Hello, Chris from Chrscraft here, bringing you another game from MLG Providence. I'm on a roll today. This is from the Winners Round 2 between Dignitas' SjoW and Team Liquid's HerO. This is a best of 3 in the MLG Providence winners bracket. First map is Metalopolis. In the top position here we see SjoW, and in the bottom position here we see HerO in red and blue respectively. So we have a TVP on Metalopolis. I'll just go over a few map details while they're building their pylons and such. As we can see, you can't spawn cross positions, so it's either cross air or cross map. There is a gold base in the centre, which is very tempting to expand to early, especially in these positions, as it allows you to get a load of minerals. And, you know, getting minerals is generally a good thing in StarCraft. I don't know what we're going to see out of both of these players. Metalopolis can be a fairly macro-y map, so it wouldn't surprise me if we see both players going for fast expansions. Apart from that, I guess we're going to just have to wait and see. A gateway going down for HerO and a barracks followed by a gas. So we're not seeing a gasless expand from HerO, which we do see from some Terrans. And imagine he would go into probably a barracks with a tech lab, perhaps Marauders. Marauders obviously very, very effective against Protoss units. You could even say they turn toss to goo. Pylon going down into the back of this base here, just to, you know, keep an eye on this cloud. You don't want things sneaking in. We'll see a cybernetics core coming down for HerO, just as this gateway finishes. There we go. A little bit delayed, not a problem. This isn't PvP. You can be a little bit more relaxed. We will probably see a tech lab on this. I can't imagine him going factory against... No, that's a second Marine coming out. So he could be going for a factory play, perhaps a 1-1-1, or... In fact, I don't know. There are so many different possibilities. Oh, steals the gas there. That's going to be frustrating, depending on what build that SjoW is going for. We are seeing a factory. Again, there are so many builds this could be. He'd be going for a 1-1-1 all in. He could just be getting a factory and then expanding, so, or say taking faster medevacs to get some drops, or going for maybe some stim pushes here. There's a reactor going down on that barracks. We can't see reactor Hellion, that's not a thing. Oh, a bunker. Here we go. So we might be seeing a 1-1-1. I'd imagine he would take this gas as soon as this assimilator goes down. HerO's going for a Stargate play. Stargate obviously very effective against 1-1-1. Generally 1-1-1 includes tanks, so you can pick them up. The air units get picked off by phoenixes, and the picking up happens by the phoenixes as well. In general, phoenix play is pretty good. We do see a starport over here for SjoW. I don't know what we're going to see coming out of it though. Usually if you're going to pick something such as a Banshee, you would stick a tech lab on there, but we are seeing a Hellion coming from SjoW. Perhaps we're going to see a bit of Hellion elevation play, get a medevac, get a couple of Hellions, load one into the other, and drop them into this base here. But this Stargate is complete for HerO, and he is going to be starting chrono boosting out these Phoenixes. Phoenix is really short to build. With a chrono boost it only takes 25 seconds, which is, you know, incredibly quick. This Hellion has been scouted. Well, not so much scouted as attacked that sentry. And the Stalker rolling around here. We see a second Phoenix being chrono boosted out. I don't think it has SjoW seen that yet. No, he has no sign of what's going on. Neither player look like they're gearing up for an expansion anytime soon. Do we see a medevac? Yes, we do. I was right. For given values of right. And then we see a tech lab going down onto that starport for SjoW. So I don't know what we're going to see. Oh, yes, we do. We need to see an expansion going down for HerO, and this could be bad for HerO. There's quite a significant number of Marines here, plus this factory and this Tech Lab starport. Could see a Raven or Banshees after that. Oh, this drop is going to get picked off by these Phoenixes. Oh, that could have been much worse had he not been able to do that, but he's going to pick off these Hellions. Nice pickup there from HerO. HerO obviously using the Phoenixes to deny these drops and just gain some map control. That's a lot of damage. 2 Hellions and a medevac is not what you want to be losing. We are seeing engineering bays and another barracks coming down and a command center for HerO. This command center is somewhat significantly behind this nexus for HerO, so HerO is looking pretty good on the economic game. This expansion is going down. He is down on probes currently, but that happens when you're playing a Terran. Oh, picking off that mule. Oh, lovely. That is pretty bad. Select there. Not select. SjoW. Dignitas. That other Dignitas Terran. SjoW. No, SjoW is a very well respected player of it himself. Is he going to pick up this ball as well? Ooh. That's 2 mules. Mules mine a lot of minerals. I can't remember the exact number, but losing those 2 mules is yeah, it's made this Phoenix pack pay for itself. We do see more Phoenixes coming on the way, although we did. One more was produced there. It just appeared. And we see a robo going down and an observer. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Colossus tech starting. Yeah, there we go. Haha, 2 seconds into the future. And more probe production coming out of HerO. His economy looking, you know, pretty good at the moment. More probes than SjoW has SCVs. HerO obviously has these mules if they don't get picked off, which they have been having done to them. Oh, picking off a little SCV there. Obviously, oh, nice. These Phoenixes just going around making a bit of a pain themselves. He's still got 5, and they still have some energy, and this will definitely dent any push that comes out of SjoW. This mirror missile turret is going to prevent him from doing. There's another mule. Oh, wow. Oh, just denying all of these mules. This must be horrible. We do see 3 tech labbed barracks coming down for SjoW. With concussive shell, combat shield, and stim. So we could see a little bit of a timing push. Combat shield is finishing in about 90 seconds, concussive shells in 40, and stim pack in about 60. So in about a minute and a half we could see quite a deadly Marine Marauder push. He is also pumping out Marauders from all of these barracks at the same time. These Hellions just sitting over here and watching. Having to pull this back to try and deal with these Phoenixes just sitting there. And oh, is HerO going to be moved out the way in time? Yes, he is. Obviously, he is. He is a fantastic player. Looking back for HerO for the time being, we see extended thermal lance coming down. That will be done in 60 seconds. So the timing of this combat shield and this extended thermal lance is about the same. So we're not going to see any effective timings here. Usually pushing out when all your infantry upgrades is a good idea as a Terran, but HerO's going to be able to deal with that. He's slightly ahead on supply, he is slightly ahead on probes, especially with all the denying of mules that he's been doing, and SjoW is pushing out here. But by the time he hits, HerO's going to have 2 Colossi, and that army will melt to 2 Colossi with extended thermal lance. It'll be force fielded off and then just melt. Picks up that Phoenix there. Good job. So he does definitely sees this incoming, and I think this is going to be pretty much one-sided. Oh, lovely force fields there. All trapped to the inside, and this army is just going to evaporate. Wow. There's not a massive amount I can say to that. None of this army is going home, I'm sorry. He brought a couple of SCVs with him, but they're not going to survive either. We see a 3rd base coming down for HerO. Definitely a believer in the if you're ahead, get more ahead philosophy. Definitely seems like a good idea. Just the first forge for HerO coming down. He hasn't got any upgrades so far. But SjoW is at 1-1, which will give him a bit of advantage in this fight. Unfortunately, 1-1 is only effective when you're actually alive. Which doesn't seem to be likely to happen with all these Colossi. Oh, he is caught a bit out of position here. He definitely needs to micro these. but he gets up onto the high ground, and the last Colossi goes down, and HerO could lose this army. Oh wow, SjoW turning the tables there, but on the other hand, HerO does have this third base coming up, and the capability to produce Colossi, and as soon as he moves out of his base, pow, Phoenixes pounce in, pick off an SCV, building something, and generally make a pain of themselves. This is quite a lot of Marauders. I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of this, and there are 6 Zealots and a Colossi waiting to receive this, whopping in a few more Zealots and a few more Sentries. A second Colossi will be out by the time this is done, but this could be quite bad for HerO to defend, although I do think they're about equal on army supply at this point. Actually, maybe SjoW's a bit ahead, but Colossi very effective. There we go, the front of that army just melting with 2 very well placed force fields. And oh, going to pick off these medevacs too. And there we go, medevacs going down, and there aren't enough marines in this army to do any sizable damage to these Phoenixes. So this army is very vulnerable to this Phoenix harass if they had energy for Graviton Beam. Which is, I hear, a problem. The Colossus just sitting back at base here. I don't know why, considering he's pushing out. Apologies. There's a Fall of Pylon and a War Prism. So we're going to see some more harass from HerO here. HerO looking very much ahead now. 120 supply to 80. And some of that is obviously in probes. His HerO is ahead on probes, but a lot of its army as well. Sonic Storm coming down. And we will see some High Templar warped in fairly soon, I would imagine. Are there some in the army? Nope, that's all sentries there. We can see +1 ground armor. Weapon, rather, for HerO. So this could be the indicator of his attack timing. But he is way ahead, way behind on upgrades. He's just getting his +1 now. And this Terran player, SjoW, is... I mean, Terran shouldn't be ahead of Protosses on upgrades at any point. Chrono boosts, etc. Oh! This army being caught out of position. That's some horrible positioning there. And there are no Stalkers in this army to deal with this Viking. And HerO in full retreat here. He doesn't want to lose this Colossus here. SjoW backing off. Army supply about the same now. And there is a Viking there. And does it go down? Nope, not quite. Exchanging those Phoenixes for those Vikings, and not even getting that Viking in fact. And that Phoenix is going to get away. That lucky Phoenix will go home. We do have Immortals coming out for SjoW, obviously deciding that this force is too Marauder focused, and I don't blame him. Marauder's armoured, so take 50 damage from an Immortal. With this +1 it'll be slightly more, I think it's +3 more. So, I mean, Immortals will chew through Marauders. We also have some High Templar for Storms, and also Zealots just to tank. I wish I could say it was anything else. It's +5 versus Armoured on the phase disruptors of the Immortal. So the Immortal are going to be doing a lot of damage in this fight. We see an Archon morphing in somewhere. I don't know where it is. And it looks like HerO is gearing up to take another base, but we do see SjoW pushing out here. That's quite a substantial quantity of Vikings, but he doesn't have any ghosts. I don't think he even has a Ghost Academy. He does not. So I don't know what we're going to see from SjoW here. I imagine just Sonic Storm related deaths. This Colossi are going to do quite a lot of damage, but will be quite thoroughly taken down by these 4... Actually, no. There are 4 Vikings and 3 Colossi. That is not enough. That is not enough Vikings to deal with his Colossi, and he doesn't have any ghosts either. I would not want to be on this side of this army. And here we go. We see HerO moving out here. I imagine we'll see SjoW back off. I don't think he thinks he can hold this, and to be honest, I would agree. Is he backing off? Yep, he's about to go home. We see a scouting factory, as we do. This third base up for HerO and mining quite effectively, while we see SjoW is only mining on 1 base. There we go, destroying the Mech statue as you have to. And we're going to see an engagement here. And oh, massive storm there onto that group of troops, and all the SCVs have been pulled. Massive storm onto those SCVs, losing a ton of them. and this army just melting under all this AoE damage. He has no counter to this. These Vikings, there's only one Viking left and 3 Colossi, and a blink up onto the high ground from the HerO, another storm going down there, and SjoW at 40 supply. This is remarkable. Muling there with 2 mules, that's not going to be though helpful when you don't have a base, and there we go, GG. SjoW made some pretty good plays, like holding off that first Colossus push from HerO after failing the attack. The nice positioning and sniping off the Colossus was good, but unfortunately in the end he just couldn't take a third base. He was trying here, but obviously at this point he didn't have an army or a base, so not too great. So that puts HerO 1-0 in this best of 3. The next map is, I don't know, but it will be like the video just above this, so there shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I will be back in a minute with Game 2 between HerO and SjoW in the Winners Round 2 of MLG Providence.